Hello, my name is Hannah, and today we are building a cabin in The Sims 4. Now, I have built like one cabin before, so I don't do this a lot. But this is a cabin, and it is like 5 bedrooms. It's a lot of bedrooms. It has a lot of beds in it, so you can sleep a lot of Sims here if you go on vacation into Granite Falls. So the lot originally is called Lakeside Retreat, so I think I kept that, and it's like Lakeside Retreat Cabin, but I may have changed it entirely. I don't really remember. But I fiddled around with the roof of this one a lot. I did some messing around with the columns to make them taller, because I don't do that a lot unless it's for edges of builds. So I made them taller so it goes up to the roof, so it goes to the because the roof bit, I did that thing where you drag the edges out, which we can do a lot now because of the Island Living update, which is a year and a half ago, so it's not that new of an update. But I dragged it really far forward over the porch so that the columns went over there, and then there'd be space where the roof is just over it. So it has a really big porch. It doesn't right now, but it has a wraparound porch to the side of the porch, to the side of the house. And it has a lot of windows. But I also did this weird thing where the first floor is the second floor, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Probably doesn't. But the first floor, the living room and stuff, is all up on the first floor, and you go up into the first floor to begin with, and then you walk down to the basement, not basement, first floor, because you can't get into the first floor, the ground level floor, unless you go up the first stairs and then down the stairs on the second level, which is really weird, especially for a relaxing cabin. I'm not going to do a lot of relaxing if you have to walk up all of those stairs and then walk down the stairs, but it's probably fine. If they're Sims, they'll be fine. But on the first floor, oh god, this is confusing. So on the second floor is an office, some bathrooms, and then the living room, and then a lookout. It's a lofted area, but not really. But it's open to the bottom floor where you can see the kitchen and dining room. And then off of the kitchen and dining room, there's a hallway to the bedrooms, which there's 3 bedrooms, not 4. And then there's the office. So there's 4 bedrooms and a lot of bathrooms probably. Because if there's space and I don't know what to do with it, I usually just make it into a bathroom because it's easiest, and the Sims always need to go to the bathroom at the same time every morning, so it's handy. And also, I put this chimney. I was originally thinking about putting the living room on the other side of the house, but then I put the chimney here, and then I realized that it would make more sense if the living room was on that side. So that's what mostly inspired the half and half floor thing. So the living room is very far away from the kitchen and dining, but that's okay. It's got a nice view of each other, so that's good. And also this build is on a slope too. I don't ever do anything with terrain tools, so that's very different for me. But it's on a slope, so half of the build you can't see the foundation, and the other half you can, where the porch on the side is. You can see that, and it's kind of weird because I don't ever do anything with terrain tools, so I don't really know how to use it. But I did it with this one because I felt like Granite Falls is already pretty rocky, so it fits with the landscape around it, and it's also near a lake, so it's kind of cool to be on in a house or a cabin on top of a hill next to a lake. And it's a pretty big lake, and you've got a pretty nice view from the kitchen and the living room. Well, kind of the living room. The living room's the open bit is next to the view of the lake, so you can't really see it. But if you look out the windows on the other side, you can see the lake. You know what I mean? It's very strange. But yeah, I put this porch all the way around, and it's a very weird shape, but it looks good in screenshots, so I'm imagining it looks pretty fine. And it's definitely very wooded and stone, because I feel like that's how a lot of cabins look that I've seen. I don't see a lot of cabins. I live in the Midwest. There's not really a need for cabins. So I just went with things that I found on reference pictures and other people who I've seen build cabins. But I used the Seasons wooden paneling and the also the Seasons, like stone, like bit. I was about to call it rock. And I used a lot of Seasons in this build. I see now, because I also used the columns and the fences from Seasons. So definitely gonna want Seasons if you play with this build. And then I use like Jungle Adventure because I know the floors are Jungle Adventure, and then I use like probably like I think some of the beds are from like Cats and Dogs or something. So this is a lot of packs in it, but like mostly expansion packs because that's what I tend to use. So you can see now that I'm trying to do the floor plan. And I originally just cut it off because I was like, that'll look cool because there's a lot of space, and I don't like furnishing like 8 bedrooms. I don't think there's really a need for that. I don't play with that big of families. Well, I play with like legacy families, so it's usually like grandparents and then like an adult generation and then children. But I wouldn't bring that family to a cabin. I usually just, have them stay in their house the entire time. My Sims don't leave their world usually. They stay in the same world and then like travel to the park sometimes. You didn't need to know that, but like I don't bring my Sims to vacations very often. I played with Selva Dorada a lot when it came out. I don't know why. I thought it looked really cool. So I played through that a lot. So, but I have had my Sims camp before. I tried to speed run getting like the aspiration done. It didn't work very well because I didn't know how to find the bugs because I couldn't find any bugs. I figured it out eventually, but it took so long, so it wasn't really a speed run. It took like 2 hours. So I wouldn't consider that a speed run. That's just normal playing through the aspiration. But I didn't get Outdoor Retreat until like a year ago, so not anywhere near when the pack came out. I didn't have The Sims when this pack came out. So I've been rediscovering the parts of the pack recently, and I really like this style of house. I discovered that I use wood a lot in all of my houses, so it fit really well. Oh, and here's the Jungle Adventure, right? I think those are Jungle Adventure oven and fridge. But yeah, so a lot of Jungle Adventure and Seasons, I can already tell, and Parenthood. Oh no, wait, we got rid of that. So, and then it has like an oven. I don't know what I was talking about. Like, I keep switching subjects really quickly. I get really distracted by like the kitchen wallpaper, and then I don't know what I'm talking about. I think I was talking about when I got Outdoor Retreat. So, oh, and I also use these. I was going to use those chairs because I kind of like them from the update. I think I've used them in a couple builds already, but I definitely tried to use them. But I felt like these ones from, I think, Cats and Dogs worked a bit better because they had that dark wood and then had like a grayish like woven pattern, which I feel like would be really uncomfortable to sit on, but like it's fine. And then over here I put like a picture wall because I feel like that'd be really cool in like a tourist destination to have like pictures of like the area. Those images don't really look like they were found in Granite Falls, but that's fine. You can just imagine. And then I put some stools next to the island. I alt placed 2 of them, so I'm not sure if they can sit in them, but I think they can. They'll just sit weirdly like partially in the island, which is weird but also fine because then it works. And then I tried putting a bar in here, but like it didn't fit, so I just ended up putting like an easel and then like a dartboard, I think is a dartboard. And then I tried to put a foosball table, but I think I end up deleting that later. I also realized that I built made a living room earlier when I was like placing furniture down, and I deleted that entirely, so that's fun. So this is the living room that overlooks like the kitchen living room. I bet that view is probably pretty cool, but I definitely used the Seasons coffee table and the nightstand, and I made this another picture wall. I put a lot of picture walls in this house, but I put these ones that looked more like older and like had like more rustic looking frames, and I arranged them in a pattern. I was trying to find a 6th one for quite a bit. I cut out some of that actually, but then I just decided that it'd be much easier just to put the 2 on the bottom, and so that's the picture wall right there. And I put this lamp down. I definitely changed that later. I remember changing it to the one that actually came with the outdoor retreat, because I was like, I'm not using any outdoor retreat stuff, and this world is the outdoor retreat world. Yeah, so I think that may or may not be the only thing that I used in this build from outdoor retreat. That's really sad, since, you know, this house fits perfectly in that for that pack, and it is in that world, so you would need outdoor retreat to play with this as a, you know, campsite or cabin. Not really a campsite. I didn't put any like tents or like anything that's actual camping. This is just like a luxurious like house in the middle of the woods. And so I kept the bathrooms in this one, or at least I kept one. I know that. I did keep all of them. I don't do that a lot because I feel like it's so boring, but it was sped up really quickly, so it wasn't that long, and there's only 3, which is different, but I just kept it. But it's also a bunch of up and down, because there's a bathroom on top of a bathroom, and then the other one's just over slightly, so I felt like it wasn't that bad, but it's also weird to look at me just going up and down the floors really quickly. And then I go straight into the master bedroom, and here's where I changed that lamp. That lamp is as I said, the only thing from outdoor retreat, I think. But I definitely use a lot of packs, because the rug combination, like the rugs are from Laundry Day. These are from Cats and Dogs, so yeah, definitely. So this is like a 2 children's bedroom. I definitely do that a lot, because the bedrooms I make are usually so big, and I don't know what to put in bedrooms, so I just like put 2 beds and call it good. Because like I could put a desk, but like what would you be doing in a desk on vacation? Like, I guess reading, but like it's not comfortable to do that. Like I usually read like on the floor or on a couch. So like I feel like on a desk would be weird, unless you're doing it for like school, but you're not gonna bring schoolwork to like a cabin. That's like not fun at all. But like, yeah, and then here's a teen's bedroom. It's like a teen or like a grandparent's. It's kind of like more woody than the rest. Oh, I did use the bed, so that's good. I used the bed from outdoor retreat. I really actually like that. I feel like the headboard's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool at the same time. Like, it's fancier than the rest of them. But and then it came in a like, you know, more like beige kind of yellow swatch, and I thought that fit really well. Up here is the entry to the house that I just put a bookshelf, a plant, and a rug. That's usually what I put. I don't really, you know, spend much time decorating those kinds of rooms, because you're not going to spend any time in those rooms. You're just going to look at them, so they're just going to be decorated. I'm stumbling over my words really badly today. I'm talking really fast, I can assure you that. Oh, and I put this natural pond kind of like thing in the front. I guess it doesn't make that much sense, because you're like, you know, 20 feet from an actual lake, but I thought it was cool. I've seen some people do that. I feel like I say that a lot too, but I put plants all around this pond, so they won't go swimming in it, which is probably good, because they don't need to be doing swimming, like, and then I just put like plants all around it, so it's entirely covered, so you cannot tell what it is. Well, you probably could if you looked closer, and it's like concrete around the edges. It's not that deep. And then I put more trees, because I feel like there's trees all around, so you gotta put more trees. Oh, and also the terrain paint. I'm having that terrain paint glitch. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's just the terrain paint disappears when you reload the lot. So I did the terrain paint on this lot 3 times. I think I only kept in the original, but if you do download this house, or if you look at the screenshots close enough, the terrain paint is not the same, and is very different. So I hope that's not that bad of an issue, or that bad, but it's about the same. I use the same terrain paints in the same areas, but it's not exactly even. Oh, and I do realize at some point that this area is on a slope, and that it's really weird, so I do flatten out the area, so that's all good. And so yeah, here I am flattening it out, and when you use the terrain tools under the plants, they like pop up, and that's kind of cool. And then there's like ring toss. But it's almost screenshots time, so I post 4 videos a week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So I will see you all Monday. Bye.